What's going on, good people? It's the Badwolf. Once again, I appreciate you guys for checking in on me and trying to learn a little something. And I like to learn a little something from you guys in the comments as well. So I appreciate you guys, and thanks for, like I said, once again for sharing and commenting and supporting. All right. So before I get started, I just want to say that I wish you guys all well, positive energy, and success in whatever you're doing, as long as it's a positive thing and you're trying to better yourself. All right. So with that being said, let's talk about some more real things here. So, all right. So, and as somebody who strives every day for perfection, though I'm not trying to be perfect, I'm just trying to better myself every day. One of the things that comes up sometimes is triggers. Now, the long story short of this, the hard part, is that we've all been through stuff. I ain't met nobody yet that ain't been through some stuff. All right. And you guys know what I'm talking about. All the stuff. Somebody drinks too much. You got the uncle who touches people too much. You've been robbed. You've been this. You've been that. You verbally abused. Crappy baby mama, baby daddy, etc. So we've all been there. All right. That doesn't define you. And for the most part, though, even if you did make a choice to be in those scenarios, it wasn't your fault in how you got treated. All right. So, but here's the thing. Your growth from this point or that point is your responsibility. These things all have happened to us. And if we let them continue to have a place in our life, in our heart, in our soul, in our minds. Now, don't get me wrong, we'll probably almost never forget these things. So they did help to define us, but we can't give them an active place in our future, in our present. Those things were the past. So yeah, you might have to continue to bear those scars, but that doesn't mean that you're any less beautiful. All right, inside or out. The real part of this video is understanding that those things are then and can be triggers. Now, we all have them. I'm definitely going to tell you that I do have mine, but I do a really damn good job of making sure nobody around me knows them or whatever else. However, there's a balance point. See, if I do such a good job that, let's say, like my girl doesn't know that I have a trigger and she's doing these things, I'm failing her and I'm failing my relationship because I'm not telling her that, hey, babe, what you're doing triggers me. I'm not going to hurt you or do anything or whatever else, but I have been hurt in these ways. And so this makes me feel a certain way. Now, for guys, it's really hard for us to kind of open up. But guys, if you're going to actually be a man, that's what a man does. A man does allow himself to be vulnerable. It's the inferior ones who want to go, oh, no, if you're really a man, you don't show your feelings. You don't do that bullshit. Whoever told you that wasn't a man in the first place, so you got bad advice. I said it. Because a real man is capable of anything, and I mean anything, from love to unalive somebody. Let's just keep it G. However, we keep those things in check. That's a real man. We're able to exercise ourselves in all the ways. So, from the female perspective, or let me just say from the experience I have experienced, okay, some of these stories may or may not be 100% true. Some of them might hit home. All right. But for instance, let's say a hypothetical argument or discussion occurred, and the trigger for the particular female woman in this story was that, the person was playing video games. Now, for me, we'll just use me as an example. All right. Though I'm a grown man, video games are a release. I've got friends on there who've been supporting me since I lost everything due to my bum-ass baby mama, okay? And all the things that she did, even though I took care of her when she had no place to stay and lived, just whatever. But we'll leave that alone. So I met these people, and there was times and that they were there for me, and stories that they know about me, and real life events and things that helped me to even stay on this earth, we'll just say, just to keep it real, you know, and being able to talk to those people. So those people became my friends and family. We're talking like 15, 20 years of being able to talk to these people. They're my family now at this point in time. And then the game itself is more or less just a way for us to talk. And it's a form of therapy. It's a form of mental healing, you know. And to me, though some of them I have not ever met in person, I've spent more time with them than my own real family. So I'm not giving up that. But as a grown man, I know that there are times to utilize that in those people, and there's times not to. All right. But if I've got something planned and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be doing this and this, unless what you have is an emergency and I already promised people this, I'm going to do that because I'm a man of my word. Now, if my woman is like, right, you know, like, hey, I really want to come over, I really miss you, whatever else, then yeah, to hell with the, you know, all that. But at the same time, if you're going to ask me to drop things in a moment's notice, then I'm going to need you to be able to drop things in a moment's notice. Otherwise, I respect the time that you have to give me, and I know that because she's, you know, this person hypothetically is a, you know, single mom and had some bum ass dudes who, you know, didn't step up and really do their things and got to be the play dads and the fun dads and the whatever else, while she was out there deep in her masculine trying to make things work. So I get how that can be a trigger, because those dudes who elected to bring a life into the world didn't want to take care of them, their own responsibilities. So they're full-size boys. I said it. Come on out your boy if you got a problem with it. I'm a G. But keeping it real, it's like this. If you make a responsibility and a woman lets you be there, you should be there. You made a responsibility, you should be there. Even if it's not for her, it's for the kid that you created, a piece of you. Because if you're willing to not take care of something you made, another human being, another life form, then you ain't no man. You ain't got that title. You may never get that title until you've earned it. I said it. But here's my problem. My problem is that those full-size boys and other dudes like them who've been in that particular person's life, though they taught her invaluable lessons on what she needs and wants, they also left a lot of scarring that somebody like me or whoever else has to deal with. And the triggers of you not wanting to take care of your own kids because you want to play video games while she's changing diapers and working 2 jobs and you're on the couch. You're a punk. You're a bottom feeder. You're a beta male. All right? And dudes like that are the ones who make it hard for people like me, hypothetically, who already have their own things going on and triggers, and I'm trying to take care of and help shape your kids through the things you put them through, indirectly or directly, things you did to her. So the power of one person goes far, but here's the thing. To all of us, her included. And here's the thing, here's one of the reasons why I care for this person so much, is because she can evaluate, and she's been getting better at evaluating herself in the moment, and instead of operating just on emotion, can operate on logic and say, hey, I know this is an emotional trigger for me, and I just want to let you know. So what I'm about to say is just from an emotional standpoint, it's not a personal attack, but this is how it makes me feel. I can accept that. And I do the same. And that's what makes her an awesome person and me an awesome person, through all the scarring that we've been through from bottom feeder people before the person that we're with now. It's not fair to any of them or to us, but this is the reality of it. We live here, so take your lemons, put some ice in there, put a little sugar, a whole lot of vodka, and shake that mother up, and both of you guys sit back and sip and relax a little bit and do the best with what you got. But always try to improve and strive for a little bit better every day. But always find a place to come at each other with love, not at anger and disrespect. Don't be mad at the person, be mad at the problem. And in this case, the problems are the triggers. It's not even the video games, it's the triggers. So you guys take care of yourselves. Follow me on Facebook under the Badwolf or the